Hello everyone, and thank you for watching the video. I'm going to talk about an opportunity, and I will start you by asking this question: Are you marketing like it is 2021? So the opportunity here is you have already seen the growth of social media in last 1 decade, and one of the feature which is stories, which is there in every uh, major social media. And if you don't know what the story is, it's content that you post. It can be picture, image, text, and it disappears in 24 hours. So that you need one every day. That it should be different, or it could be same, but mostly different. And small businesses and self-employed professional are leaving money on the table by not taking advantage of this. So that's the opportunity I'm going to talk about, and how can you make use of it, and why it could be useful for you. So what is the product here? So the product here is each day, it's 31 story. So like on a month, you have 31 days at max. So you have a story for all your social media every month. And the idea here, it is like it is the thought and quote, which is from your industry or profession, a very well-known fact or some famous quote. Okay. The format of the design will be same throughout. Every day, the format will be same. The quote and the thoughts will be popular one, so it will be tested and tried that it was already famous. People have liked, shared, and all those things have happened. And yes, you can post them on all the major five of them I've listed below, and every one has a story in it, so you can use that. So if you are the business, so what's in it for you? So what's in it for your client? Uh, so here, I mean, you are the client. If you are the client, if someone has shared the video for to you as a client, so what's in it for you? So you, because you are posting it daily, you may get business inquiries. That's naturally how marketing works. You may get referrals from your network because someone in the family or a friend is watching it daily and they are curious, and some opportunity comes up or a lead comes up and they come to you as an inquiry. There are people who look for the job also. So if they are anyone in the uh, network or networks of network, or if you things are getting watched daily, they can come for a job opportunity. So this I want to share as a case study. One of my brother, few people in his own network, like really close friends of him, they didn't even know what business he was in. So that was really uh, uh, not a good thing that he didn't like it, because personal branding is something that will start taking impact. So you have to talk about what business you are in and what do you do to get more business. That's how the world has changed when everyone is working from home today's time. And your family and friends can also use that 31 stories. So each day, if you have one story, you can ask someone from your family to post it, or your team member, the people who are working with you, can also post the same post. So that doesn't harm. That will bring you more business to you. So that's the reason that each day, if you get a different post, and that gets into a habit, and you have something at the start of the month for the whole month to post, and you don't have to worry about it, and it sits on your phone, and you just post it on all the major social medias. So what, I mean, the reason it might have got, so what kind of client you are, and now I will give you some economics to it, like why it could be a good idea for you to do this. So the assumption for this is like every kind of a business or every kind of a service has a particular clientele. You are in business, you know, like what is the market, or what kind of people that you work, you can be, your client has a segment, or what we call as a market segment. So assuming that your income after your profit would be somewhere around 1 lakh per month, uh, and definitely this is my benchmark in my understanding of the business that in space and understanding. There's no right wrong on it, but at least if this is that you are, and you are an innovator and early adopter. So spend some time. If you don't know what is an innovator and early adopter, or where these terms come from, so I'll share one of the graph that I've used in my other video. There's something called as a diffusion of a law of innovation model. So means the complete market that you have. So it is not the complete population on the earth, but if these are all your customers, or for any innovative product or any new idea, uh, for adaptation for the market. For example, this is a new idea. Like every day you get a piece of content or quotes or thought that you can share. So there are innovators, that is 2.5%, 13% is early adopter, and then early majority, late majority, and laggards. What happens is, when you come up with new idea, you don't go to the whole market here. You find the innovators and early adopter who are ready to take the risk. The risk is as simple as sharing the idea to the world here. Could be a risk for some. For me also, it's a risk, because if idea is not good, you can big people can make fun of you. You can become a meme in today's world, but that's how it is. So you have to use this. So what I'm telling is, the person who was looking for a job, or this particular assignment, have selected you because they think you are innovator or early adopter, which means you are ready to try new ideas. So that's what it means. So you have, your earning is this much, you have earning it. Now if suppose you like the idea, I mean, it's a there's no uh, ideas don't have trademarks or copyright. So uh, there is a different instruments for that. But suppose you like this idea, okay, every day, that's a good idea. Every day you talk about a good thing about your business line, or whatever that will help people, or provide value in a way, or get attention. But if you have to create 31 of those with best of your technical skills, assuming that you are very good at using simple technologies also, you will at least spend 4 to 6 hours, business hours, I'm telling. The one which you can spend on your own business, you spend it in marketing, in this space, content marketing, will be 4 to 6 hours. If your daily income, according to that, would be like around 5,000 hourly income, and so and so. So your total, the cost of doing it on your own would be somewhere around 2,500 to 3,750 per month. So that will be your cost to your business, because you have to take out business hour or after hours and do this on your own. So just wanted to tell the cost benefit, or the cost part for doing it. So if you are one of the clients who is watching the video, stop right now, get back to work. Give the job to the person who have shared this video to you. Get your first 31st story for a month, run the experiment, see how it works. Let's get back and grow the economic again. I mean, uh, your job is to do the business part of it, and marketing is definitely a part of it. But is it a wise thing to spend your time on creating those stories, which might need some research, which might need some time spending to collect the good code, which is popular in your stream, which would attract more client, or is in your stream? So I think you should stop watching the video right now and get back to work. Uh, that's what I think. Okay, but you can decide what you want to do. If you're still there, if you're a client and if you're still watching, I would ask you to share this video to someone in the family who is either in college, or who is in started just doing a job. So give it to them, pay some pocket money to them, and get it done, and see how it works. So that's my recommendation here. So why am I doing this video for the first place? Okay, okay, before, I mean, let me introduce myself. It's almost uh, half half of the video we are here. My name is Vikram Shetty. I'm a director at 73-bit. So you can check, if you search 73-bit on Google, our site will be the first one to show up. So you can find me there. But enough of what who I am. The reason I'm doing this video for the first time. So the reason I'm doing this is for my young brothers and sisters. So these are people who are, I mean, these are my brothers and sisters, either who are in college or who are uh, just started working and want to make some side income or something. There are a couple of them who are in digital marketing space, so I just want to share that idea with them. So that's one of the reason I'm trying to do it. uh, so what's the best place right now to communicate? Just record a video, show it, upload it, share it. Maybe a couple of more people can watch it also. And if I find anyone, I can quickly share the link. So that's pretty much the audience or the reason why I think I'm creating this video. So I had this theory, like you don't always need money to make money. So this is one of that example where I'm sharing an idea where you can make money, and step by step I will show how to do that. They can try it out and confirm if they end up making money. So that's pretty much the testimony of the idea. If one even one person makes some money even for 1 month, that means the idea has potential. Okay, the scalability can be challenged, but the idea has potential. But if I mean that success and failure, we can discuss maybe some time later. We're just talking about the idea, very inception phase of it. So this is an experiment, purely an experiment, thought experiment, as they say. So if you like the idea, then leave a like and share this video so that I come to know, like, okay, this is how I will measure like how many people have liked it. So that means that many people have liked the idea. That's pretty much our protocol on communicating this. They can do it themselves or do it with the family. So this is for my family people. So if so not only them, like for example, there are few of them who are in small businesses or are professional self-employed, so they can use this idea if they think like they want to spend 6 hours a month doing this, creating this. They can do that, or even they can also share it with some of their younger siblings, nephews, or someone in the family who can help them to do it if they think the idea is worth it, if they want to even try it for a month. So that's something consistent every day. If you can able to post something, that's really a good system to have in place for marketing. So the theory, okay, so here is the theory of the experiment. So I believe the clients who are the business owners, they already know the power of social media. We don't have to explain it, it's there and it's here to stay. And if 10 people try this idea, I think at least one of them will start making the money, and the theory of making money without money will be proved. Okay. uh, because the execution of a business idea is really hard. Like it's hard because it's not impossible, it is doable, but it's difficult. You will have to have the skill set. You should be able to be comfortable with rejections, uh, and there are many other things related to it. We'll not go there right now. One way to know this is to see, for me to experiment, like, or for you also to see, like, you can see how many likes are there in the video. Okay, because all feedbacks nowadays are online. So none of my public video has gone more than 65 views. Okay, so if this video have more than 1000 views, that means people are sharing it. There are a few people who like the idea, and definitely I will share with first few of them. And if there are more than 100 likes, that means the idea is worth spreading. So if you're watching this video, I'll check right now how much like or how much view is that. If any threshold is crossed, leave your like right now, I guess. All right. So let's get back to it. Let's get back how there is a product where the business person will get a daily uh, stories for them to post. Now, how what are the steps to do that, and how you will deliver it? What are the deliverables? What is the final product for you to get the money? So all the uh, it's not a business plan as such, it's back of the envelope idea sharing, maybe a very straightforward, simple. So first thing is, always in any business you have to pick your niche, a niche or a niche, uh, which means you have to narrow down on something, or as for example, you have to be very specific to the kind of business professionals or small businesses you are catering with. Okay, so that is very important in any form of business. Like for example, a famous example is Amazon.com, which is currently the biggest, one of the biggest company in the world, they started their website by only selling books. So you could only selling, for that matter, I think Flipkart also started like that. They sold only books. They could have sold anything, but they chose to do books because it was easy to do. Inventory was less, and you can Google out and check all of this. Any terminology you didn't find understood, just make a note of it, then go to Google, do your research. That in itself will help you learn a couple of new terms. So let's see how to pick your niche. So as they say, so look at what you like or love to do, and which is a profession for money. So it's something that you like to do, and there are already people making out of it, because you don't know, you don't have to know how they make money, because you will not be doing that. You will help them to do market that stuff. Okay, so that's the idea here. That's, I think, the formula that I'm trying to give you is find what you like. So let me give you an example of mine. People who know me, they hopefully they know that I like this. So I've picked these things that I like. There are other things also, but I think I've just picked them because they are different. So I can cover few spectrum here. So I like to dance. Actually, I love to dance. So dance is one thing. Reading books, which I maybe in last 10-15 years I've developed that liking. So reading books is something. And then I like minimal design. This is very um, uh, this is something which many might not know, but I like minimal design. Somehow I like design as a thing. I don't know how I developed it, but I like it. Okay, so these are the three areas. Now let me map businesses to this liking. So suppose if I am the person who wants to take this opportunity, and I will be trying to do a side hustle, or as they say, part-time income. So if dance is something, so I will find all the studio owners. Studio owners is basically the class where they teach people. So I will find all the trainers. Any fashion related to dance, something that I will look for. uh, yeah, because uh, a particular kind of dance like hip hop or something needs a certain kind of dressing and all those things. Dance shoe is something that would be very interesting. Collectors, so there are, if there is any collection, artists. So these are the different businesses I can relate to dance, and I would enjoy, I would like to learn more about dance, different form of dance, some intricacy, all of those things. So just being getting information. But the second one, I just tried to be a bit creative here. This is where I think it's an example where you have to think creatively here. So this is just a framework. You can use your own intelligence and how you can use it. So reading books, reading books is my second liking. uh, So I only read non-fiction. Uh, Money matters, I guess. So in non-fiction also, productivity, leadership, businesses, general topic, whoever. I mean, that's what I like or I read. So the business I related to it was hiring manager and recruiters, the people who hire. Okay, because then I can use the topic of career productivity and getting up to the corporate ladder, those kind of subject topics, and books related to it. So the content related to it, text from the book can be also a quote. So there can be many ways to create that. So that's my one of the way. Now you see, while I was explaining you that I, it's a meta thing, like idea comes within an idea. So uh, that just sprouted out. I will not go into deep because otherwise the focus will change. So minimal design is something that I like. So uh, so then there are many businesses that can be related: interior designing, interior stylish, home organizer, decorator, event manager, architect, product designer, etc., etc. So this is the example from my own personal liking. You start with three. I will explain you how you can find your niche and all in the below. After, I mean, we will continue and reach there. Sorry for that fumble. So yeah, but there are other professions which you can target, which are financial management or wealth manager, insurance people. There are many other areas like that. uh, even if you own a shop or something, also I think this you could be a perfect candidate for it. Any other specialization, I don't know, my lack of knowledge, I come from an IT background. So definitely this is not a recommendation for people working in tech, uh, because they can do it on their own. They can even also hire, because it's how much they value their time as a business is what is important. And business is not about doing the job, it's about running the business. So that's a different subject again, not go into that right now. Yeah. So what tools you need? So the idea that I'm presenting to you today needs only three tools for now. You need a tool called as Canva. It's very popular. Most of it helps you create that image or text quote or whatever that we are talking about. I will show you an example, right? I can show you right away actually. Uh, so this is Canva. It's already open. So this is my story. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, you will find this particular post. I keep it, I mean, if you see, that's where I think the clean design or minimalistic, so black and white, uh, no, not much crowded, message straight up. So the message, the person who told the message, and our company name. That's it. So this is the standard format. I will again explain you. This is another one, fancy one, like in the design space again. So design is thinking made visual. I liked it. This is a bit more jazzy. People can use. So you can pick and choose. There are many free templates in Canva that you can use. So that's your final story might look like. And the source is Twitter. So what is like the idea that I'm trying to do in your field or whatever field you choose. For example, let's pick product design, sticking to design. So we'll check what are the top product designer in the world. What do they say? What codes they have? And obviously, if there somebody has told something profound or something to learn from, or something good or different about a particular thing, like for example, I think somebody, I just read one quote saying that I don't design clothes, I design dream. So it's very profound and nicely, as they say, very attractive in a way. So you can pick those, and sometimes it can be like a very small normal thought like this one, which you can read. So that's up to you and how you want to work, but I'm just showing you the mechanics of it. So the content you will search from Twitter, all the famous one. And the idea of looking in the Twitter is you can also check how many people have liked and retweeted it. So if there is very popular one, you can, I mean, as a new person who are trying to earn an side income, you can rely on that public information and use it. Okay. uh, but uh, that's how it is. The third one is free cloud storage, anything that's your favorite, Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, so that once your 31 images are ready, you can put it in a folder so that you can give the access to your client. Okay. So how to create the product? So the action item. So you find the famous people or quote in the field or profession, as I mentioned. So like one example is this one. Okay. Uh, Pick up free template from Canva, which is from this website. Copy paste the quote of the person who said the quote. Yeah, always, whenever you have a quote or text thought that you paste, you always have to mention who told it. Like I think that's important, where the credit is due, you should give it. And if it's a Twitter handle, for example, if somebody tweeted something, like you have like famous people, from Elon Musk to everyone, is talking about something, you can just mention T hyphen, people understand that's a Twitter and this is their handle. So just giving the reference. So do a 31 code. So find 31, do it 31 times. So this 4 step, repeat it for 31 times. So in this, you can just, it has an ad page. So once your template is done, so the ad page will repeat it and you do it for the same format for 31 times. So quick, easy. The whole thing is not spent on creating it. The whole thing is to find and pick. That's where your liking comes in, like where you really like something and you know about that subject, or at least there is an aspiration to learn about the subject. Let me put it that way. If you want to learn about the subject, you will find something nice and then you will evaluate, and don't do it just for the heck of doing it or making money. Like, that's the idea won't, I mean, the idea will not be successful. As you might make a buck or two here and there, but it won't be that good. All right. Step number 6 is download all the file from 1 to 10, 1 to 31. So when you download it using a laptop or a machine, then it downloads. You have a download all. In mobile also happens, but in when you do it on laptop, it automatically puts into a folder, and all the images from 1 to 31 is automatically named. So that becomes a bit easy. Then you can upload it into your cloud storage under a particular folder. So providing like every month they will come and add. So I think year and month is what I'm aiming for. So it's a monthly income that gets it. That's basically a suggestion right in here, and send the folder access to the client so they can download it. Ask them to download it immediately, so that by for any chance if you start delete that particular folder for whatever reasons, they should not lose the data. So as soon as you're done, confirm with them it's deleted. Try have a practice of deleting it. You can have a local copy if you want. You should have a local copy. I will tell you shortly why you should have it, and send it. So that's pretty much 8 step, and the whole process is done of the execution, like the final actual piece of it. uh, so how much investment you need? So in terms of money, I don't think you need any investment. uh, Only your time. Your time is what is needed. See, in the beginning I mentioned, like for a professional it will take 4 to 6 hours, because they have been doing that work for 10 plus years, so they know the subject matter. For them to search something, to reject, select, it's very easy. But if you are a beginner, you will take more time because you are new to the subject. I will not put in a timeline because you don't get caught in it. But I think anywhere from a week to a month is where you need to put in the time to create something which is really good. Because the first client, when you give them 31, they, if they are happy with it and they see a lot of traction, a lot of buzz or some reaction to their post, then they will come back to you, and that is what you want. Repeat customer is what you want. Otherwise the business doesn't have much scaling possibility. So that's your time of research is important. Definitely it's more. You can always start part-time, start with one client, and then you can go. Remember, it's a side hustle, it's a part-time, it's not a full-time money making opportunity. One phone or laptop, which hopefully you are having, that's the reason you're watching this video. So that's a testimony. So if you're watching this video, probably you are having a time to invest in a new idea, or trying, you're not busy enough, or uh, you are trying to do. So maybe you are busy. So first point I will not give it to you, but at least either you are having a phone or a laptop and you are having an internet. Otherwise you cannot watch this video. So at least two out of these three requirement you already have, and you don't need any other money from that. Okay. So now I will give you a marketing suggestion for you to do this work. So 5 step to hustle your way to get your first client. So how will you get your first client? So let's take one by one. Uh, so let's do this. So first of all, you will list down 5 things you like. So okay, 5 steps. So you will list down 5. Remember, I like dance, reading books, and minimal design. So you will list 5 things, and then you will narrow it down with one niche. So one thing you really like, you just remove everything and read. So if you ask me from the top three, I, even though I might like dancing more than reading books, but I will pick reading books because I think that making content there and finding recruiters would be much easier for me, like from where I stand point, if I have to do this. So that's how you pick. Like, the reason of picking, there are, I mean, if you, there is one school of thought which says you just follow the best thing, you will like it, and that's also good. But I choose another way. So there is no right or wrong way. but at least there will be top two, and out of two you have to pick. But the top two you should like the most out of five. That I think you should at least pick that, and get your idea and business around the niche that you have to create. So once that is you have selected, okay, you understand what businesses you are going to target, what idea. Pick only one business to begin with and one idea. So that's it. So that is the first step. Then share this video with five of your friends who you think will like this new idea or trying to. So you need to first, so that's a safe environment. So I'm trying to run a mini experiment before you reach out to clients. So you have to send it to five of your friends. So definitely, I mean, I will get more views, and that's pretty much designed into the system, that like why I'm designing it to the system. And that's an experiment saying like you will, if you get rejections from them, so that's an indicator how do you feel about it. So if someone says like, I'm a bit nervous right now because I'm going to send it to my close ones, okay, and they will react to it. What is this idea, and it doesn't make sense. There will be, most of them will reject it. But the the challenge to you here is, can you find, out of those five, can you even find one or two people who thinks, acha, I like this idea, I can relate, and that's how. That's an experiment before even going out and getting clients and getting rejected. So that's your experiment. If you think five is a lesser of a number, and if you have more friends, try it with 10, 15, 20, whatever, but you do your math there. I will not force you to do that, but to begin with, at least five. That's my recommendation, and part of the system also, for you to learn how to handle rejections. Okay. Look into your phone contacts and send to five potential clients. So once you get a feedback or whatever from there, five potential. So figure out who are the five potential. And remember that they should like to learn about new idea and try to new idea. Like I told, same thing. So we are doing the same thing. And also in the beginning of the video where I've talked to those clients, I've told them like, you are earning so much and they are innovators and early adopters. So you need those two as their verification, and definitely your niche. So that is your segmentation of whom you will pick. Okay. And if you don't have anyone in your contact because you are a student or you're new to the job, ask someone in the family to try and check if you want to may earn a side income. Get out of your comfort zone. Find people who might talk to one of your uncles who might have some friends, or talk to him only to see if his or her or aunt whose business is there, and talk to them. Okay. So that's your step three, identifying them. Okay. And step four would be your pitch. Okay, your pitch will be same. What I will keep the title of the video as "Are you marketing like it is 2021?" So it's easy for you. So I'm pitching uh, on your behalf. Hired me for free. Definitely, it's mutually benefited because I will come to know if the idea works, and you will get some side income. So, are you marketing like 2021 should be your title, the link of the video, and you can check the video and see where I've asked them to stop. If you are a client, that I've asked them to stop in third part. So ask them that you can watch until first three parts of the video. Okay. You can specify the timing as well. Like if those part, I mean, if that three part is done in, maybe say suppose 7 minutes 30 seconds, just tell them watch the video till 7 minutes 30 seconds, and that's it, and let me know. And then uh, and then once you do that, just do that and wait for their reply to come. If they ask what it is, just ask them to watch this. That's a new idea. And if you want to explain the thing, you can explain it. If you think you can pitch it better than me, you can call them and explain them. But the whole idea of sharing this video is for me to understand. And if you're not comfortable in talking about money, or talking about explaining the idea, or how to pitch and all, so you can pick and choose how. But this is my recommendation and suggestion, that you do that and do this four step until you get your first customer. So you have to do five. Once you get response from, so you have to get the response. If it is yes or no, the no also you should get it. uh, the people who leave you ghosted, or people don't respond, try to follow up with them. Because if they say no, get the reasons why they are telling no. Okay. Now, definitely you can get that reason and post it in the comments below, and I will try to give my justification. And my basic justification right now is they might not be the innovator and early adopter, or they have a genuine rejection and maybe something that I haven't considered in this, or whatever. It could be standard objections or some extra real objections that they have. That's okay, that we can figure it out later. On day one, we are just talking about the idea, if they agree with the idea. And the first thing is that you have to understand and get consensus if they even agree with the idea. That's what we are looking for as of now. Okay, but this is the step that you will hustle, and yeah, it will take time. uh, I mean, it's five, so if you do five per day, you can at least do it for a week or so and see how do you feel, and if you have still have the grit to continue. And okay, now if you remember, I've told you to keep the local copy of 31 because you can resell the same stories to other clients, okay, on the same niche but in completely different location. So that is the key earning to it, because once you understand the formula, or once you understand the market space or the kind of people who are ready to buy from you, that is your kind of knowledge asset that you have. That is the key to earning, because then there will be repeatable customer, and that is where your effort, the same amount of effort that you have put maybe in month or a week's time, you can make money out of it again and again and again. So that's how, but it has to be fair. uh, I mean, if they are closely linked to each other, don't try to sell it. If they are in the same location, don't try to sell it. Be as fair as possible. Uh, we will try to do the business in merit based system, yeah, like where we're genuinely providing value and we are making money out of it. I mean, there is nothing bad in doing that. So let's focus on that. That's good business practices is what I will recommend all the time. uh, okay, now the interesting part for you, how much money you will make. So this is how so I will not only share, I mean, you must have already read by now, but I will still talk about it. I'll not only share how much money you are making, but I will share how I came to this number also, because pricing is something that people find it really difficult. I have not used any special formula or anything. I'll just identified the value of it something. So I identify it by the value of loss uh, of income that the small businessman and self-employed's major asset is her or his time. I don't think there is anything else that's more important for them. Definitely, they have skill, knowledge, and everything. But on the only way they can make money is if they are able to keep themselves free. Okay, so based on the amount, if you see, if you have watched the video, and remember, there are around 2,500 to 3,750 rupees if they will do it on their own per month. So that's where the cost is per story 100 rupees, a round figure. Like I like working with round numbers. So one story is 100 rupees. So 31 stories for a month. So for a product or for the package, for the complete month package, the amount is 3,100 that you will charge. If you even have three clients, that will be 9,300 per month. For someone who is early in this career or even a student, I think that's a fairly good amount of money for few hours of work. Even if it is few 2 weeks of work, even in the evening, or if for the side hustle, all the evening, couple of hours on the weekend, maybe 5 hours each. So that's a good income to earn. If you have 10 clients, then definitely you're making more money. Now there the very common objection, I'll just talk it out, I will just share it, and many of you will try to uh, dump the idea right here because you might feel this costly. So if you are someone who find this costly, or if you are not able to see the value of someone who is earning a lakh a month, how much value of their time is, then either of two things, like they are someone who likes to do everything on their own, kudos to you, do it. The second thing is they value money more than time, which is where the concept of self-employed getting into a cycle happens. Like, so that means you're not a client of this particular idea. For someone who is wanting to do this but they are continuously getting this objection, so move. For someone who is making 1 lakh, try to find someone who is making 1.5 lakh or maybe 2 lakh. For them, then this becomes a very nominal cost in terms of the value that you can create. Okay, so it's not the value. And for someone this will be super cheap, like they will buy like 3 story a day from you, and maybe they'll find, okay, give me 3 story per day, I'm happy to pay you 9,300 so that I can continuously pump. Now, the first client that you get could be challenging. That I agree to it. You might get a family favor, or someone who just want to help you out, try to give you a pocket money, and also yeah, they get value of it. It's not like to do any favor. It's a trade, but yeah, maybe not up to what this benchmark or this standard of what I'm trying to share. But the money objection can be addressed in many ways, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube you can go check and learn about what objection you can have. So that's it. That was my presentation, or you may say explanation on an idea that would also help the businesses, small businesses, self-employed people, and people who are looking for a part-time job or making some side income. So creating a marketplace for both of you. So what next? So this is just an idea. Okay, so there are I mean, I just came up with 10 questions, like a lot of questions and a lot of exercises that you might have to do even to begin with your first client. Okay, but just to give you, because even you get to your first client, you might have to answer this and even more. If you can think of some of the questions that is obvious and I've missed it completely, I'll ask you to leave that in the comment below, and I will try to make a future video on it. Or uh, let's see what can I do. I mean, one or two here and there I'll definitely do. And if you want me to address any one of this question, I think 1 to 9, just mention that number in the comment below, and I will try to answer it. I mean, like some of them you have to ask yourself. I might have already answered it, but if it is applicable, just do it. Uh, that's it, I think. Thank you very much for watching. All the best for you in making some side income and hustle. And I will personally share it with few of my family members for whom I have kept in mind while creating them. So if you receive it from me, either you are someone in college or just started your work, or you are in a digital marketing space. Secondly, you want to earn some side income, that could be one, if I'm told it again. And secondly, the main piece is if you are a business person or a self-employed, and those category kept in mind and created this. So if you have watched this video till now, that means you have some interest in this idea. Just leave a like button, hit the like button in the, and share it with your family member, so that because if you like an idea, you, there's no harm in sharing it. And also I will come to know, I will keep a watch on how many likes it is and views. Not like I mean, it's feel good like you have more likes and views, but for this particular experiment, that's my metric that I have kept. And I wish you all the best. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the idea. Have a great day. Bye bye.